Hello, hello, hello. We'll be doing the energy for Virgo, for the eclipse energy, the new moon in Aries. I think that's what it's in. I know we're in Aries season. Let me look that up really quick, as I'm feeling like I need to be very exact. You could be getting a message from someone you really don't want to talk to because you don't really trust them. Say hi anyway. All right, let's see. I don't know why you need to know, but I guess you do need to know. Okay, so we have... Yeah, it's a new moon phase. We have the eclipse. And I don't know why. I mean, do you feel tired, Virgo? There's something here about equal past Texas. So for the solar eclipse is in Aries. Yeah, one of the things that they're bringing up is that, I think I talked about this in Leo's reading. We're in the middle of a Mercury retrograde as well. By the way, I don't know, because I just was really channeling and like really stuck on getting things right. There's a little bit of confusion and distraction in your energy. Maybe some daydreaming. Archangel Michael, please protect us as we channel the energy for Virgo. Those in Virgo energy for their highest good. Archangels, holy angels from the highest white light. Okay, so, all right, eclipse is in Aries. It's Aries season, which there is a fire, a fury, a passion. Obviously, there's passion that's being ignited. Nothing that I'm saying is not negative. Okay, so I just want to make sure that we understand that this is all positive movement forward. All positive energy moving forward, even though there's going to be some things that may not be taken as positive, or the energy may feel like things are really not moving, but they are moving very rapidly. Earlier, I heard the hawk, and the hawk is my I don't know what you want to call it, because it's not, it's beyond my spirit animal. I don't want to get into the explanation of it just because it'll take the reading too long. But at first my husband heard the hawk, and I was just like, really? That was a hawk? And so I'm only making that well, they're telling me to bring it up, okay? So like this morning he heard a hawk. And he was like, well, he heard a whistle, and he was like, you heard the hawk? And I was like, that's a hawk? And he's like, yeah. And I was like, really? I thought their little whistle was different. And he was like, different hawks have different whistles. And I was like, that's amazing. I didn't know that. And I was actually amazed that he knew that, because he's, I don't know, we talk about other stuff. So anyway, it seems like you're going to be learning some new things about the person that you're around, the people that you're around. But I read, so of course, I'm super inquisitive. So anything that come across that, I need more information. I just want to know more. And so I started reading some stuff about the hawk and like their different whistles and notes. And then there are blue jays. The blue jays obviously are birds as well, in this context anyway. And they mimic the hawks, the broad-winged hawks call. And it's just really interesting because that's been kind of like a theme in my life. So I don't know why they're having me talk about this, so maybe this is going to help somebody. But a summer ago, there was a reading that I did for a very, very dark person. And when I do readings, I always give a person one chance. And I do their reading, obviously, depending on the energy, I protect myself accordingly. But I believe that when people come to me for readings, it's for forgiveness. It's for different healing purposes. And so I am a true believer that everybody deserves forgiveness and forgiving themselves and putting their best foot forward. I'm just a channel. I'm not the judge. And so I'm just here to do and be obedient. And so whoever comes to me, comes to me. But I do determine, just as a person, a human being that doesn't want to enable another human being, I will, think about the second. If you want to do a second reading, I may not do it, just based upon, different energetic signatures. So anyway, the day that I was going to do her reading, and I think pretty sure we did a second one. The first one was like, well, it was informational, and like, can I please just get another reading? And like, I really do want to work on the forgiveness, and for her, that was like the theme that was suggested by her higher self. And then that day, I went to was with a friend and at the salon, and she bought lunch, and so on the receipt there was the word Jay, Jay. And we have a mutual friend that we call Jay, and she was like, do you think that's a sign from the universe? And I was like, I don't think so. I wasn't feeling it. I was like, maybe that has to do with my client that I have to do a reading for later. And I was like, I have no idea. So like, when I talked to the client and I did the reading, she was we were talking about, I was like, Jay, and then she was like, oh, I don't know, that doesn't mean anything to me. And then I was like, okay, well, I was just like not getting the connection, but my spirit guides were like, yes, it's about her, and like nothing was resonating, right? So on her way home that day, she texts me while she was in the car when she left the reading, and there was a car in front of her that said on the license plates, Blue Jay. And I was like, oh my gosh, like, why is this coming up again? And I was just like, I have no idea. I'm not getting anything. My spirit guides, it's about her. And I'm just like, I have no idea what's going on, right? So fast forward, like about a year later, I'm talking to this shaman. That's what I'm going to call him. He's a shaman, Native American. And he was kind of giving me like an informational session. I won't get into that. It's like therapeutic / informational session. Just I was just I was stuck on something, and I had to talk it out with somebody, and I just met him, and I was like, yeah, let's do it, let's talk. And he's like, and watch out for the blue jays. After I told him like I had this association with air and birds and being guided by birds through my whole journey. And then he's like, yeah, so that's perfect. He said, so my advice to you is watch out for the blue jays. And I started laughing so hard because I was like, the blue jays, huh? What about the blue jays? And then he's like, the blue jays, the blue jays, they like to steal from other birds' nests to eat. They don't catch their own food. They don't hunt for their own food. They always steal from other people's nests, and sometimes they leave their eggs their own kids and other birds' nests. And I was like, no, stop. I started laughing. I was like, I just saw the blue jay thing, and I just thought divine timing. So, Virgo, if there's something here about the birds that resonate, I hope the story resonates for at least one person. But here it just feels like there's a lesson that's going to come, and everything's going to come full circle. Because for that moment, like when he said Blue Jays and he explained the Blue Jays to me, it literally, like that whole past year made so much sense to me. I was getting rid of people that were stealing from my nest. The energy vampires, people that I had helped that I shouldn't have helped because I was actually enabling their stealing, or enabling stealing in a general manner. Like I have actually taken care of family members' children, and they've never even said thank you. And I mean, I'm talking not just babysitting. We're talking about like deep taking over for them as a parent. Those are things that, on one side of it, I don't regret. And the other side of it, there's things I probably should have done differently. But that's the energy, right? So the energy is kind of like saying, look, we're bringing all this back. We're in Mercury retrograde. We're bringing all those things back. But we're bringing them back so you can see your accomplishments, what you have done, and how great of a person you are, how much you have accomplished. But now you can let these things go, because now we're on to other things. But the Blue Jays are always going to be there, right? They're always going to be there. So watch for the Blue Jays. Now I guess we'll get into your reading. Anything said in the reading is a part of the reading. The cards are for you, not for me. They're pretty pictures that clients enjoy. I just heard the whistle. I don't know if you heard the whistle, but I just heard the whistle again. Anyway, channeling. When you channel, you don't need cards. Cards are just tools. And I learned from another reader that a lot of people don't like. And he says, what in the heck was that noise? Okay, now that was freaky. And he always says, I can do this without cards. The cards are for you, not for me. They're pretty pictures that you like to look at. And it's true, because we just channeled a whole message without the cards. So let's see what Source has for you, Virgo. The Star. Success. Recognition. It also, oh my gosh, wow, that's crazy. It's the number 17. That's usually my number. It also came out in Leo's reading. We have the Buck. Strength. Standing their ground. Leaders. What else? Yeah. Loving, emotional, but also in charge, and not letting your emotions get in the way. So you have, and also family oriented. So there is this coming about of understanding who your family is. Man, I'm telling you, I got a little scared because I heard a hissing. I don't know what that was. There's a temporary change. That you're going to get right through. This also came out for Leo. And Virgo, I mean, you already know slow and steady wins a race. And if you don't know, now you know. You know, I feel like there's some kind of companionship that you were worried about. And as I said that, I turned and there was the Three of Swords. There could be a child in the mix here. Or, I don't know, children don't seem to be coming up. Let's see, what does that have to do with Virgo and the eclipse? Yeah, you're making ends meet. You're doing it all by yourself. Or at least you feel like you are. Even if you are in a relationship, or any relationships that you're in, or you could have a relationship. You could have a totally great romantic relationship and maybe be by yourself. So this is kind of like multifaceted in the sense of we have you know, there's a tempered energy, there's a balance between being able to do things on your own, but also wanting a companion, having a companion, and being able to do things on your own. But then also, there could be somebody in your energy that doesn't really do things on their own, that you're always having to help. I feel female energy. What do you need to tell them about that? I don't know whether it's coming up. Let's see. What does Virgo need to do? Stop helping that person. If you only knew. I don't know this song, but let's see what the words are saying real quick. Ooh, we can't be friends. So, I mean, it could be a friend or it could be an ex. Nonetheless, it could even be a job, a new beginning. I was like, I don't know why I feel like something's starting again. And there's something here about summer, and I was talking about something about summer. I don't remember everything I was saying. Yeah, open your heart up again. That's why you have this new beginning. Okay? I feel like that's what they're saying here. But you stopped helping this person, or you need to stop helping this person. That's not going to really allow you to be thrusted forward. Let's see, what else? Working on your disciplines and your personal growth. There's definitely perseverance here and change. The self-discipline, personal growth. Once you let go. Yeah. And we got karmic completion again. So the cycle is over. You decide whether you want to go back into it again. There's a lot of things that you can be working on, like physical activity, your personal growth. But you already know this. You see something coming towards you. Can you clarify for us, Source? Can you clarify, please, Source? Clarify. Foundation and achievements. And that's talking about what we talked about, the star, emotional loss. You know, this emotional loss keeps coming up, and you could be feeling like there's something you've lost, but especially when things change rapidly. This could be past, present, or future energy. Remember, Mercury retrograde. Balance, yin and yang. You can make anything happen. Since you like to be organized, you know, just set a timeline for yourself. Have grace about that timeline. Just really wanting me to concentrate on the star there. Yeah, patience. Have patience with yourself. Recognize and reward. So maybe you do need to take a trip too. Stop giving to people who don't give back to you. Let's see what else. How are we going to end this? 2121 was on the clock. What else do you have, sis? For the energy of the eclipse for Virgo. There could be some travel here. Migration. Things transitioning. Looking for a comfort zone. They're gonna get what they need to get. Maybe that was the hissing I heard hissing, like loud hissing, and I'm not gonna lie, it scared me. And I don't feel like, I don't know, there could be a hissing of somebody that thinks they can do you harm, but I feel like this snake here is a snake of rebirth and renewal, shedding that old skin and judgment coming upon those people. There's a mother figure here. I was feeling a female energy earlier. I don't even know if it was in this reading or that or Leo. What else? Virgo. Eclipse. The Magician again. Ooh, they should have never messed with you. You're gonna hear about this. This cross lost your energy here too. Let's see what we got here. I don't know why I'm getting tickled. Feeling froggy. Jump. Yeah, this eclipse energy is gonna reveal a lot of stuff. We got self-love. Oh yeah, it pushed you into a time of that. So it could, you know, could be the past. Could be seeing signs and synchronicities. Is why I was saying 2121. Whatever this situation was, it was a teaching and learning situation. And who wants to be hearing that all the time, right? But that's just, it is. And the karmic completion at the bottom again. And boom, this is what I'm looking for. Happy ending. There's a happy ending at the end of this. Just don't, only, I don't want to say only, because you can go through the cycle again and then you'll get through it. You have to choose whether you go back in there again. So, I mean, you can choose whatever you want. Sometimes you go through cycles a couple of times. But if you do take that path, less taken, which I'm feeling like you will, there's leadership. And that's what you are. You're a leader. So just have patience with yourself. Have patience with the change. Make sure that you're understanding that you can make anything that you want to happen through the Most High God. All right, let's see. What do we have? Yeah. Strength, balance, the death to the new beginning. There could be a literal death that you hear about. What's your last message for Virgo, for the eclipse? What's your last message? Manaz. And I saw that before. So, the wheel, the journey, communication, union, spiritual journey, help and advice. We have the dance. So, it's about steps. It's about coordinated steps. It's about synchronicities, interdependence. Yeah, family and departure. The link between men and the gods. Let's get a message from archangels, holy angels, the highest white light for Virgo. They say compromise. I still feel there's justice and judgment, and it's happening in the near future. And also I'm hearing like, don't compromise yourself. Abundance is coming. Yeah, don't compromise yourself. It says no right next to it. No, because justice is right around the corner. It's highly unlikely that this person's going to change. It doesn't mean you don't have contact with them. It just means allow the judgment to happen. Maybe stay to the side. Give less than what you usually do. What's unlikely? What's unlikely, source? Communication with this person is unlikely? I don't know. What's unlikely? Destiny, secrets, fate, the gamble, success. So you have the gamble and you have destiny. Gamble on one hand, destiny on the other. And she's got both of her arms open. It's kind of like she's pointing like, right? What are you going to gamble on? Are you going to gamble, or are you just going to go with what's transparent and what's true? The sun, success, the life force, getting in the role of your feminine nature, and accepting that masculine liberation energy that we have coming through. Yeah, the craftsman, the magician, we have judgment. The year of a cycle. I was just talking about this with the client that I'm doing a reading for in the morning. And you may want to keep a journal, like get a clean journal, one that you've not used, and write down what it is that, what's your situation right now, what you want your situation to be, timestamp it, date it, and then a year from now, you'll see if there's any change. I think too, like, it's kind of like, I'm feeling like, because this has been coming up, but like cycles and completion and all of that, it's kind of like the Most High God explaining that we do repeat things, but we can become conscious of it and we can stop it before we do it again, or before somebody hurts us again, or before we make another decision. Because sometimes the lesson is repeated and it looks different. And we don't realize that because we're just being ourselves and we're just living our life. And sometimes we don't pay attention to the Prats and the pain. So we have Jera, and it symbolizes cycles, but 1 year cycles. So keep that journal, and it's going to be solely your eclipse journal, and see where you are a year from now. And you're going to see that there was a very, very big change. I hope I helped heal at least one person in the world today. And Virgo, I sure hope it was you. Happy, happy eclipse and happy changes. Cheers and reaping all those rewards that you have earned and deserved. Bye.